Hey everyone, I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman. And the image you see on this post and what you saw in Black Adam are just a very small taste of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time, but I want to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded.
Well, it is official. Henry Cavill is back as Superman. He stated it in his Instagram video, which you guys just saw. And not only that, but The Hollywood Reporter actually did an article on that video, just confirming the fact that he is back as the Superman that we have come to know for the past probably decade or so. Now, a lot of people are arguing that this isn't the best decision for DC because they didn't like the portrayal that Henry had as Superman, as Clark Kent, as Kal-El. But I would argue that it's not Henry, it's the source material or the material that he was given to work with for these films. I think bringing Henry back into the fold is a fantastic idea. And I don't know if this is necessarily due to The Rock, which from what I believe and what I've read, The Rock was heavily influencing DC to have Henry come back to play Superman. So if that is the case, huge shout outs to The Rock. He is someone who understands fans. He understands the relationship with fans. As a pro wrestler, you kind of have to have that fan and wrestler relationship because the fans will determine who they want to win or lose, and sometimes they determine who's the bad guy or the good guy. So I think The Rock understands that, and so by pleasing fans, by bringing Henry back, which is what we have wanted to see for so long, I think it's a great decision, and I think The Rock also has a ton of pull within DC because he puts people in the movie theater seats, he brings a ton of money, so I understand that. Now, if this is more so of a DC business decision, I also think that it is a good move for DC. Because Henry here is what I would consider in business terms to be somewhat of a cash cow. He is your tried and true, your bread and butter. He is your centerpiece that you can always count on because Superman in the DC universe is kind of that same thing. And I think that by utilizing Superman in these films, by having him come back, you could see potentially a lot of money come back into the DC cinematic universe because this is kind of what fans have wanted for a while, to see a faithful adaptation outside of the Snyderverse to bring Henry back to the fold in the classic, blue and red a uniform that people have so lovingly wanted to see him in once again. Like I said, I think this is a good move by... hello, Gideon. As I see my cat walk into frame. I also think that Henry's response was fantastic. Like how he made this video, what he said on the Instagram video is just perfect fan service, essentially. And it's not key jangling, and it's not trying to pull this desperation move. I do truly feel like this is a move in the right direction for DC, for the DC cinematic universe, for all that stuff. And also, one thing about the video, if you guys notice, Henry actually is wearing a Warhammer 40k Imperium shirt. And so my nerd boner got like 3 times as big because I love Warhammer 40k, and I know that he's a big fan of the models and the tabletop game. So he's actually wearing an Imperium shirt. I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, how he responded to fans in this was fantastic. He doesn't say like, oh, I'm grateful to use this as a platform to talk about social issues, or he doesn't talk about, I'm excited to bring this role to a modern era, or to politicize like this thing, or to talk about this certain movement. No. He just says, thank you. and it's all because of the fans. He goes, there's a lot to be thankful for, but I want to thank the fans. And it all comes down to that. And I think that's what's so important about this video, is that it's simple, it's heartfelt, it's kind, and it's honest. It's genuine and authentic, and I love that about Henry, which is why I think he plays such a great Superman. But that is how you make a comeback. That is how you come back from the dead. That is, the death of Superman, being killed by Doomsday and returning. Like that's a great symbol of hope that I think Henry brings to this role. But here's the funny thing though. When I saw that Marvel was doing this with Wolverine and Deadpool, when they were bringing Hugh Jackman back into the role as Wolverine, and they were bringing Ryan Reynolds back as Deadpool for Deadpool 3, I kind of rolled my eyes and I went, oh my God, this just seems like desperation. I had so much superhero fatigue, and I still do, honestly, at this point in time. I really have not seen a superhero film for enjoyment in a while. And so I always told myself that one of the things that would bring me back into the fold of superhero movies would be to see Henry Cavill reprise the role as Superman. So they have my money. But like I said, the weird thing is that with Marvel, it felt almost like an act of desperation to go, oh man, we're losing money, we're losing fans, what can we do to bring people back? Let's just do Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And like I said, I kind of rolled my eyes and I said, man, they're really stretching here, But with Henry, it feels like this is much more genuine, and that they're actually trying to make a difference here, and that they're actually trying to listen to the fans. It doesn't feel as much of like key jangling and pandering as the Marvel stuff does. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you feel like bringing Henry back as the Superman that we have known for the past decade, do you think that bringing him back with some more and better material as Superman is going to change things over at DC? Do you think things are going to stay the same? Do you think we're going to get a kind of a similar version of the Snyderverse Superman that we have just constantly seen, which is this darker, grittier version? Or do you think they're going to be more hopeful with the role this time around? But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.